Let me tell you about one of the most revolutionary games of all time, and it was obviously Portal 1, released in 2007 by Valve. Now I say revolutionary, actually Portal is quite possibly one of Valve's least influential games in terms of the rest of the games industry. Because when you think about it, I mean, how many puzzle games have come out that have been inspired by Portal? Something like Half-Life's Recipe has been copied thousands of times. However, Portal remains incredibly unique in the fact I can't really think of any game that is just like it. I mean, before Portal came out, when I thought puzzle game, I think those Java mini games you get on the smartphones. And yes, when I say smartphone, I'm talking about this. Not this hunk of glass, this. They even have Prince of Persia for Java. There's like a million Prince of Persias for Java, but that's completely besides the point. Except it really isn't, because today we're also talking about a mobile port of what is normally a console game, or well, PC game in this case. That is Portal for Nintendo DS. That's right, an incredibly dedicated fan created a Portal port. It's kind of like a Portal reimagining, remake named Aperture Science for the Nintendo DS of all things. There's even a 3DS port with better graphics, but I wasn't able to compile it myself. I found like a binary online and I wasn't able to run it in an emulator or on my actual 3DS, so yeah, just gonna play the NDS one. Before I begin, can I say how impressive this is? Mostly because there's the actual Portal rendering in this. You can see through the portals. That's absolutely insane. But anyway, here's some gameplay, which is what you're actually here to see. Okay, so here it is, Aperture Science Portal for Nintendo DS. Now, I had the GitHub page open before, but as you can see that the rendering is kind of off. I guess that's just the emulator being weird. I'll just change the rendering resolution so it looks, you know, actually good. I'll just make it native. There you go. Now it's slightly flickering, slightly less. Anyway, let's start the game. I guess we can... Options doesn't do anything from what I've seen. Create, you can create the chambers, which we'll take a look at later, but first I want to play the campaign. So, this game has an interesting, like, control layout. Basically, you hold down on the touchscreen to point around, which is, you know, that actually makes sense for the DS, and you use your either your arrow keys or the A, B, X, and Y buttons to move around. And then, with the left button, or the right, like the trigger buttons, you shoot the thing. I love how these pellet, like, dispensers are. Well, they look really cool, but like it's just like a triangle. Anyway, so I guess I gotta put a portal there, or like, I don't know, one on the ceiling possibly. There's a portal on the ceiling, there you go. I'll put one over here, and then I'll switch the color. I'll put one over there. Look at how impressive this is. You can see through the portals. Now, this was made as a tech demo, not really like it was made on a games, like a games fair conference thing. I think it was 2013 this was made. This is insane. It not only does it have intuitive controls and it has genuinely appealing graphics, like, yeah, it's all crusty, but like it actually looks like, maybe from afar it looks bad, and you can walk through the portals as if it's nothing. You can do all of this as if it's nothing. It's excellent. Anyway, so I guess the first thing I want to do is shoot a portal there, and then obviously shoot a portal over there, and then that will go over there. Then first of all, I should probably, I should have gotten the cube, didn't I? I was supposed to get the cube. Oh no, what am I gonna do now? This is gonna come back, right? I think it is gonna come back. This test chamber is the exact same one they have in Portal. How did I mess this up? I've played Portal like 10 times through. Speedrun Portal at this point. Okay, so obviously, look at that. You can see like the things through the portal. It just impresses me. Okay, you can't actually. Oh no. I'm being carried back, the most elongated segment of gameplay ever created. I mentioned before there was a 3DS, like, remake, kind of this, and I haven't been able to play it because it doesn't work with the emulators, and I haven't really been able to get it to work on my DS. Okay, so now we're doing it this time. Okay, so, where's the cube? There's the cube. How do I pick it up? I don't know how to... Oh! Do I have to, like... Oh no, I placed 2 portals. What have I done? Okay. I know there's a way to pick it up, but like I don't know how. So I need help. Well, I seem to be performing very well on my first. It's by Smia, by the way. I have the GitHub linked in the description, so you can take a look at this, and you can. There's actually a build there. You can use that. See, I can't shoot portals with such a range. Okay, so first thing I'm gonna do actually is get the cube. How do I get the cube? Let's see. Let's theorize. Could be the select button, possibly. No. Could be a trigger. Okay, no, that's making the cube collapse into the ground. Let's see. Okay, I think if I got this figured out, I have to press both. No, that's definitely not it. I am completely dumb. I feel like I'm messing something royally up here. and I'm not realizing what it is. Pick this up by pressing both. Yes! You're supposed to hold down both. Oh, that's so convoluted, but it seems to work. Oh, I see. I feel like I could never get through a level like this. I literally can't. Let's... Okay, of course it had to give up on the cube, and now the cube is like... Where is the cube? The cube is disintegrated. It's gone. You see, this would be much better if I was playing it on an actual DS instead of a stupid emulator. Give me the cube. The cube is gone. The cube has officially disappeared into like the void. I think I royally messed things up here. So I seem not to be able to complete any of the actual test chambers. I guess we'll take a look at the test chamber creator. When I'm clicking load levels, there seem to be some kind of, you know, maps that have been actually made. Elevator, okay, there's test 11. There's loads of tests. I don't know, I'll go with test 9. Oh, look at that. So they have an entire like editor. This is incredibly impressive. Look at this. You actually have an editor in this. This would be so much better on a real DS. In fact, actually, on my homegrown 3DS, I could probably run this and it would be, you know, actually acceptable instead of this horrible thing. But look at this. You can like place tiles. I don't know what this little bulb does, but like it looks cool. I think you change parts. So, oh, I see. So like you use this trigger to move around. This is like the keyboard controls. Okay, I see. And then like these are like to look around. See, these controls would like make sense. So you use your A, B, X, and Y keys to like move around and use everything else. So I think, let's see. I think there should be some kind of way for me to select like a different thing. I think it's the select button. Okay, so we can add a sludge, remove a sludge. Oh, look at that. We added sludge. But think about this though. This is literally an entire, this is mimicking. I know this uses code from other things and such, but it is still highly impressive. The sheer effort put into creating this. It literally looks the exact same as the Portal 2 one if Valve officially ported it to the DS, which is an insane proposition. But based off, you know, how well this is done, it actually looks quite epic. I mean, look at this. Okay, so now I need to figure out how to actually play the game. Holding down this, obviously this zooms you in, this zooms you out. Well, not zooms you in, like moves you in, moves you out. The arrow keys move you around, and this is for changing orientation of the camera. But I can't seem to, look at how huge this chest chamber is. They have turrets. This is the insane part. I love the turrets in Portal. They're one of my favorite, you know, video game things that has ever existed. You can now have a turret in glorious DS graphics. There's a DS turret. I mean, yeah, there's a little bit of a graphical glitch with the button over here, but like besides that, everything here looks good. It's very, I don't know, it's just so impressive. I've just never seen anything of this magnitude done in the entire homebrew scene on the DS. There were like some emulators and things, but I've never seen something of this. It just impresses, maybe because I just really have a big bias towards Portal. Maybe that's just it, but it just seems to impress me so much. Oh, there we go. That's the button we do. And we select a part. Also, you press the select button, and it switches you over to here, and then you can select like a button or something, and then now you're placing buttons. You can place a button. I can place like a turret. Place like a turret there. Place another turret there. Turret number 2. Turret number 3. It kind of reminds me of Windows 3D Movie Maker. And obviously, you know, it's famous for creating some cinematic masterpieces. And this kind of looks like it with the, you know, overly pixelated 3D graphics. Look at the little turrets. DS turret. Never thought in my life I'd see DS turret. Anyway, I mean, besides the fact that I'm literally unable to play this because I don't really have you kind of need the DS form factor to play this game. You need that kind of cramped controls because it requires you to hold down 2 buttons at once. If I was somehow able to configure my Xbox controller that I'm using for this right now to, like, use the right stick as, like, some kind of mouse that clicked down on that, then maybe I'd be able to set up something. But besides that, I mean, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and goodbye.